and my YouTube family, what's going on? It is your boy Zary coming at you today from Zary's Mobile Gaming to talk to you about Faelia. Faelia is a elf fighter, mage, and tactician. She's one of the new characters in the game. Let me start out by saying that Faelia can do some crazy damage. She has the highest crit rate of any character in the game. I was running a crit chance set on her and a damage set, and my damage on her AoE was in the 20,000s. And I'm sorry I don't remember their name, but they suggested that I should go to crit chance, crit damage set, and that worked out very well because she does crit so often. I have her crit damage over 200%, 204.15%. Her crit chance is at 85%. Her magic damage is at 3504. So there's a couple things we need to know about her, and we're just going to briefly go over her moves because we're going to show you how that ties in. We have a fly trap spit. She deals 20% of magic damage for each regeneration stack on Faelia. Now that ties in well with Singeal, and she also has her passive gives her more synergy with Singeal. If he is on the battlefield, she gains a 20% magic damage increase. I ran a lot of teams with Faelia and Singeal, and the synergy sounds great on paper, but it just doesn't work in the game and the mechanics. So we're not going to put Singeal on the team with her, so I'll get that out of the way. Her second move is that she does her Poison Vine move. She does magic damage, strikes 2 random enemies. The damage goes down as it's increased, and she can put poison on the enemy. I tried to run a poison team just to kind of see how it would flow and go, and it doesn't really work because there's not a good leadership, essentially, because there's poison on the Pride, there's poison on the demons, there's poison on the elves. So we have 3 factions we got to try to cover. Rantha's leadership does not cover demons. Hera's leadership doesn't cover demons. I knew I wasn't going to get the leadership from the elves, or for the elves, but I was trying to encompass that, and it just didn't work. I was getting smoked. I just didn't like the way it ran. Then her third ability, which is her big ability, is the Neurotoxin. It deals 230% of magic damage to all enemies and inflicts a damage decrease for 2 turns. Goblin enemies also are slowed for 2 turns, and that part we don't worry about, but that move can do crazy amount of damage, which you'll see. Her passive ability, she gains a 20% magic damage increase. If Aurelia is one of her allies, she gains another 20% magic bonus, and then if Singeal is her ally, she gains another 20%. But what we're going to be looking for here is, in the comp that I found that works out really well, is we had Aurelia. Let me show you that comp right now. So in this comp that I've worked with, I've had a bunch of people test it out for me, and I'll show you. Dragonlaw Gaming actually sent me some video of that team on defense going against the current meta, going against pandas, going against a mishmash. It's really cool, so I'll show you that afterwards. And then Ash from Take One Gaming also tested it on defense. He didn't send me any video, but that's okay, because I got his feedback, and what you see from Dragonlaw Gaming's video, it ties in, but I'll go over that in a little bit. But I just wanted to show you I'll be going against the standard meta team, and we will be taking in this team. Okay, to start this team, we're going to start out with the Soleus lead. It's the best all-encompassing lead, as I mentioned before, for the order. In the back row, we are going to add Aurelia and Faelia. We are going to put Little Baddie as the tank, and then we are going to put Nightingale. So this is what we're going for. We have the Soleus lead, we have the synergy with Nightingale, and then for Little Baddie, we have a debuffer, which is big. Then we have Aurelia for the synergy with Faelia, and then we just have Faelia to do some monster damage. So let's get into it. Alright everybody, what we're going to do is you are going to see some previous footage that I shot that breaks down the battle. So I will go over that now with you all. Now they're going to go first, which is absolutely fine. we want them to go first, because as you can see, Soleus here put up his third ability onto Nightiel. If he puts that third ability up onto Little Baddie, you're going to lose, because you can't strip Little Baddie's taunt, and you are under the mercy of just going after Baddie, and then they come through with all their AoE damage and they completely destroy you. So we're going to continue there. What I will do next is I'm going to put the third ability up right onto Faelia. Now you can see we're going to just do a basic, 16,000 on a basic. Now we will get the heals up, secondary here from Aurelia, get the offensive up from Nightiel. Now he came through, I'm sorry, she came through, let's back that up 1 second, and did her buff strip. Little Baddie did her buff strip, but since they go first and they are a little bit faster, they went after everybody but our Little Baddie, so that still gives us a chance to put up our taunt, at least for the time being, before Cruel comes through and strips that taunt with her invisibility. But that's why we want to go a little bit slower than the opposition. So now it's my Little Baddie's turn. We hit that up, we strip her taunt. Now we can start to have fun. So we will put up some poison on everybody. We have poison on Cruel, and we're going to focus right on Cruel. Get her out of there. That takes away, by getting Cruel out of there, that takes away the invisibility from all the other mages. Baddie's taunt is gone, so now we can start chipping away at the other team. And we're going to go after Freezard because he's the main damage dealer. Soleus got up his heal. There goes Aurelia, but that's fine. We're gonna work on Freezard. And here comes the damage. Let me back that up just a second. Alright. Here comes the big damage. Look at these hits. 19, 17, 18. We got rid of Freezard. Got rid of Nightiel. Little Baddie's gonna come in and start working on Soleus. We're going to take out Soleus. Now we're going to move on to Little Baddie. Whittling away. Big hit from the poison. 15,000 with 2 poisons. And it's game over. So as you can see, what we wanted to do there was we wanted to let them go first. If Soleus puts on his third ability onto Baddie, you're going to lose. So just, you can back out, do whatever. I did not win on the, and as you can see down in the corner, I did an hour worth of testing. This team I was able to win about 65% of the time versus the current meta. So that's huge. So what we're going to do now is just quickly go over a fight where we didn't win. But we want to strip that buff, get Cruel out of there as fast as possible. So let's go over that fight that we didn't win. Okay, so here we are into the fight that we did not win, and you will see why it is so important that Soleus doesn't put up that third ability on Baddie. Puts it right up on Baddie. So now we are going to start whittling away on Cruel like we did last time. She puts all the mages under stun. We come through with 11,000 hit. Nightiel puts up the offensive up. We don't need any heals, so we're just going to go with damage to Soleus. Now, she went after our team, took out Aurelia, which is no big deal. But watch, we are going to throw our shield to essentially strip that taunt buff, but we're not going to get there. See? She still has her taunt up because it only removes 1 buff. So now we're just going to start being neutered by all the DPS because we can't get around it. Now they strip our taunt, now they can start going over everybody. And I knew it was the end, so I just get out of it. And here you are just going to see one last battle of me winning again, so you guys can see a little different style. So Soleus didn't put up the third ability onto Baddie. So now she just has one buff up, easily strips that. Now we can start working on Freezard, because Cruel here is still under invisibility. She puts the invisibility on us. We're going to go for a heal. We're going to ability block Soleus. Now we're going to put up poisons. Soleus is down. So we got to go after Baddie here because everybody else is invisible. We don't have a choice. We lost our Soleus, but here comes the massive damage, 23,000. So there goes Cruel. She will be out. We lost Aurelia, which is fine. Cheat death from little Baddie. Let's get rid of Freezard. Now we're going to move to Nightiel. We're going to go Poison. Nightiel's down, and it is game over. So as you can see, that is the big difference. If Soleus puts up the third ability onto Baddie, it's game over. You can't get around the taunt. So it is extremely important that when Soleus puts up that third ability, he doesn't put it on Baddie, facing the meta team. Now what we're going to do real quick is we're going to go into Dragon Law because he has held up, so I kind of want to fight this team. So we are going to use this team and see how it does against Dragon Law Gaming's team. Okay, so let's put this in speed 2 so we can all watch it in its glory, whether we win or lose. So we are going to try to get Cruel out of there, as fast as possible. So she's going to put everybody in invisible. Now we're going to go after Soleus. He didn't put his third move on the tank, so that's huge. Get offensive up on everybody. Alright, Hilda put up her taunts. Let's see if we can strip that. That is gone. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to go after Freezard here until Cruel comes out. Put our third move up on Faelia. And Aurelia's out of there, that's fine. Let's go for our second ability here and try to get up to poisons. Oh, Cruel's up. So now we're going to go after her with the ability block. She's out of there. Oop, they got Baddie out. Let's go after Freezard. See if we can get Freezard out of there. Alright, let's do this third ability. See how we do. Monster damage. She is an absolute monster damage dealer. Soleus gone. Now let's go to Freezard. Let's get our heals up. Freezard's out of there. Now we're going to go for Aurelia. We're going to put that back up on Faelia. Put some poisons up. Let's do an ability block. Game over. Now we're just going to go after Hilda. 17,000, almost 18,000 on a basic. Get offensive up. 15,000 on a basic. And we win. So that's that. So when it comes to PvE with this character, and that team comp, it absolutely wipes the floor. So we're going to go into 8-11 just because there's some goblins. So we're going to go in there and you'll just see how quickly she just wipes the floor with this team. Alright, so here we are. PvE, and we are going to put our third ability up onto Faelia. And we're going to start working on the Zolites. Oh, it's awful laggy today. Basic 21,000 on a basic. Let's put up our offense up. And we are not going to worry about the taunt at this moment. Dodge, of course. Let's get this Zolite out of there. Basic 18,000. She's just a monster. Basic. We're going to switch over for the double hit to Mega Wheel. We're going to go back to the Zolite. Get him out of there. Basic 21,000. Now keep in mind, Mega Wheel has like one of the highest health and protection combinations in the game, and we just did 21,000 on a basic. So let's get Mega Wheel out of there. Yes, he is a level 75, I get it, but still. Main target here is Mar. So let's work on getting Mar out of there. I'm gonna go over to Corkrum. We can just do a basic because nobody's below health. Corkrum is out of there. Let's go basic. Now this should be the goblins. And of course she's stunned. The whole reason I wanted her on there. Let's put that up on her anyways. We'll just do some basics and see if we can get her back up. Let's get Thanisa out of there first. Okay. Now, her neurotoxin, her third ability, she stuns, or she slows the goblins for 2 turns. So let's put that there. 30,000 slow, and we have the physical and magical damage reduction by 50% and a 30% speed reduction. So let's get Murdoch out of there with a basic. Dodge. Let's get Little Baddie ain't gonna take him out, but Solius will. There you go. ITL. Now we're down to our final 3, which is a pride fight, so let's get some poisons up. We are going to take out Hera. Let's go over to Renara. Got the ability block just in case. Now we'll get a taunt up. Salvador, 16,000. Boom. Walked over it. So definitely viable in PvE for sure. So we have Faelia. There it is. She is extremely viable in PvE. With the right team composition, I feel she could be definitely part of the meta. She could be run with, this Solius combination, Little Baddie, Nightiel combination, with Aurelia in there just to boost her damage. So definitely viable in PvP. She is a great all-around character. The potential to do extreme amount of damage is second to none. I mean, that neurotoxin AoE is just huge. You saw 20,000, 17,000 to the whole team, putting that armor or the attack down on them as well. Pretty big. Remember, she does have the highest crit chance in the game. So I stacked her with crit chance and crit damage. Now you could put damage on there, and it does increase the damage by a couple thousand per hit. But with that high of a crit chance rate at 85%, doing that extra 204% damage on a crit is big. So she is definitely worth an investment in time. She's a really, really, really good character. So coming right up after this, we have Dragon Laws Gaming's video. I'm going to put it at like 4 speed so you guys can just watch it play out and see what you think. So that's what I got for you guys today. Everybody be safe. Don't forget, we have the giveaway. We are 9 people away from the giveaway going, and I'd love to get that done before Christmas. That would be super cool. So just keep that in mind, that the giveaway, once I get 250 subscribers, if you are a subscriber, and you leave a comment on any video, you are automatically entered for a $20 gift card of your operating system of choice, either Google Play or iTunes, and I will send that out to you. There'll be a drawing, there'll be a video, so let's get it done before Christmas so I can give you guys a little Christmas present from me to you. So that's what I got for everybody today. Enjoy Dragon Laws Gaming's videos on how they hold up on defense,